This summer, if you find yourself with a faint hugging sensation on or around your face, followed by some tightness in your chest, kind of like we did, it could be allergies and indigestion, but it may have something to do with the fact that Alien Romulus is bursting into theaters soon.
In space, no one can hear you scream, but that's not the case here at Comic-Con. So please make some noise for the writer and director of Alien Romulus, Fede Alvarez, and the stars of the film, Cailee Spaeny, Isabela Merced, and Archie Renaux, and Spike Fearn.
Thank you all for joining us.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Now, the movie looks amazing, but it also looks gory, bloody.
Gross, nasty, pussy, icky.
Wet.
Wet, yeah.
But it looks phenomenal. But I want to know, like, with all those things that we were just discussing, what was the most uncomfortable you felt in a scene?
I feel like Fede knows our answers to all of this.
Yeah.
I tell you what, and this was also, looking back, was amazing how we shot that. But you know, the air vents, you see a bit in the trailer. I've got a mask on, going through the air vents, and we were there shooting that for a couple of days, and that was actually the size of an air vent. So there really wasn't much room.
You're not claustrophobic, are you?
For the one
Like the tight spaces?
Yeah. Where Bishop gets inside a very tight tube and start army crawling there, and I remember seeing that. It's like, wow, that's you get claustrophobic just watching it, and I want to make sure the movie started there. So we had this tube. I built the tightest corridor I could, and then I remember going to you guys like, I hope you're not claustrophobic. And you were like, I actually am.
Like you were doing a thing that was like, you'd wait until we were about to panic and then you call action.
Yeah.
I was in a bad place that day for sure.
Fede could make us all feel uncomfortable or scared. You were like, yes, I have a plan.
With their permission.
But that works. That's real. That's what made it great.
So yeah, you saw aliens, you're like, I gotta do this to people in real life.
But I think that for everybody showing up to this movie a lot of time, it's like, okay, there's going to be a lot of pretend, yay. Yeah. And a lot of people don't want to do it, but they assume that's what it's going to be. And my job is make sure that for our own sake, really, that is a great playground and it's real and it's.
That was a gift.
Yeah, that for us, that's why we went practical and went above and beyond that way. It's not, a lot of people get caught up in the discussion of what looks better. That transcend this discussion is for us to have a real experience and for me to have something to shoot and bring back to the audience, right?
You mentioned the practical effects thing. The original Alien used a lot of like really gross actual, like there's like a 3-day-old oyster that they dissect at one point. There's like cow stomachs and stuff like that. Was there anything like that on that level in this movie that maybe not like random animal parts, but
no. Thank God they have come up with a lot of
new guidelines
and stuff. Yeah. But that's what all the guys that work with us, that work in the original movies, every time we were doing a gag, they were like, they were looking at each other going, oh, remember on Aliens? Oh man. It was like the milk, on Alien, there's something they all remember on Bishop, like it was rotten and they had to work with that same milk that was spoiled for days.
Oh,
we didn't have any of that.
That's awful.
Our milk
A little
was
bit
good.
more advanced.
Good, yeah. We use almond milk now.
Yeah.
It's better.
So, without like going into spoilers, those at home, I'm just going to let y'all know, people die in the Alien movies.
A lot.
Yeah, they die a lot. So again, without going into spoilers, I want to know, what was it like seeing the xenomorph in person kill someone? Because I'm assuming someone's going to die. Isabela. Not you. I'm not saying you're gonna. I'm not saying. I didn't see the movie. All right.
You're asking if I've seen someone die?
Yes.
In the film.
In the film, not in real life.
So I think Kay is very traumatized throughout this film. I'm not good at not spoiling things. Okay, so.
But what was it like seeing the xenomorph?
It was really cool.
The massive creature,
different variations. There was like a fully robotic one, and then there was the man one where the man is wearing the one. He's wearing the costume or whatever, and it's very detailed. Like the teeth are in, the hands, the claws are very in. You see everything pretty much, and I watched him come out of, the one scene where he's coming out of the egg sort of sack thing. I watched that happen. With my own eyes. It wasn't like movie magic where I then looked at like a green screen or a green tennis ball. It was in front of my face. So it wasn't a stretch for me to be scared.
Yeah, for all of you, like, was it intimidating, like seeing this? Because again, practical effects, like you're seeing it drooping, you're seeing like the slime and everything. Like, what was it like seeing this massive alien in front of your face?
This lubed up alien.
I don't think I've ever heard that before.
It was intimidating. It's also like, you know, this thing to all of us is like a celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could kill you though.
It will kill you.
Well, and I tell you, that machine weighs, you know, more than a ton. Is bring, you know, the animatronic we built, which is it's the first time that it's been done the way they've done the Queen on Aliens, right? And actually the same team. So it's a real animatronic. But I remember bringing it close to Cailee for that shot you saw in the trailer, and me going to the guys, like, do we have control over this, you know, machine? I was like, yeah, I think so. I think they slip a, you know, they touch a finger, and then boom, the alien will move an arm very quickly, and it was a dangerous machine in its own, intimidating to see. So regardless of the creature, I think it's always, once we brought it close to the actors, it was always this like, oh yeah, is this thing gonna behave the way it has to behave?
That was a battle that you fought, you know, and I really appreciated it as an actor that you fought for us to shoot chronologically, and that everything that could be practical was practical, and that was like such a gift, but also for, you know, our cinema loving hearts, you know, I think pure joy. Some of the most beautiful creatives are those creature makers, those puppeteers. You know, I think there's something so sort of pure in that, of storytelling, of imagining these people in their basements making these creatures. It's just sort of beautiful in a way. So it sort of makes me emotional when I see them.
Shout out to Legacy.
Yeah. So Aliens is a sort of slasher horror, right? And then Aliens is an action horror. Your new trailer sort of indicated that this is a heist movie. Like this is a group of people that are going into a place to get something done in 30 minutes, which clearly doesn't happen. Tell me a little bit about that, how that came together.
Well, I think that's the key with all these movies, to make them different, is to find the subgenre inside the genre. So like you said, first movie, straightforward survival horror. Second one is action, it's a war movie. Third one is a prison movie. You know, a lot of the things that are classic tropes of prison movies, so on and so forth. So you're always trying to find that. And when, on the process of writing with Rodo, my co-writer, that was the finding. It was like, oh, what if we make it a heist movie? Would it be amazing? And also I had done with Don't Breathe a few years ago. So, you know, directors, we run out of ideas very quickly.
Yeah. Now, Fede, this isn't your first time, you know, modernizing a horror classic. You remade Evil Dead. So, were there any?
Thank you for that, by the way.
Yes,
awesome
thank you.
movie.
We are thanking you. Yes, this is us actually
right here
thanking
10
you.
years ago, at IGN, like when at Comic-Con, that was my first Comic-Con in San Diego, promoting Evil Dead when it was coming out.
Nice. Yeah. So, what learnings did you kind of like from working on that? Did you kind of bring into Alien Romulus?
So much. I mean, the practical effects of it all was a big thing. Back on the Evil Dead days as well, like CG blood and CG gags were taking over. You know, it was easier, less messy, as these guys know. Like, it's just resets of blood are a nightmare. You do one gag, there's all this blood, and then, God damn it, Isabela knows it well. When we did the chest burster scene, oh my God, that was so much blood coming out of that thing. And I remember like rigging things in a similar way we did for Evil Dead when someone cuts their arm off and we had all this blood coming out, and you get to do one take and your day is over, right? But back then I felt like for people that love that movie, it really made a difference. It really felt and looked different from everything else that was getting made at the time, because there was a lot of CG elements. It's just, but sometimes it look great the day, and that's what happened with CG as well. Like sometimes it look great today, but then doesn't age well. You know, 5 years later, the movies becomes unwatchable sometimes. So that's why I learned with that one that movie kind of looks the same. My experience of watching Evil Dead today is very similar to what it was 10 years ago. Nothing has aged much on that because there was no cutting edge technology, right? So same principle was applied here.
Okay, I have a very important question, and I want all of you to answer. Alien is under Fox. Fox is under Disney. Is the Queen Alien a Disney princess.
Sure is.
Sure is.
Yes? We all agree?
Yeah?
Absolutely.
No, yeah.
Give her a star on the Walk of Fame.
Are we confirmed?
Yeah.
All right.
We're doing it.
Sweet. Okay, well, I want to thank you all so much for joining us. Now get excited for some good old-fashioned xenomorph mayhem when Alien Romulus bursts into theaters August 16th. Now don't go anywhere. Lots more San Diego Comic-Con coverage right here on IGN.